Hey YouTube world, I am back with another video. As you can see, I do have my Celine collection in front of me. It is not the entire collection, which I'll cut over in another clip when I'm back in Chicago, just filming it for you so that you can see my entire collection. I'll talk a little bit about the history. As you know, I do have quite a bit of fun doing a little bit of history. Prior to this, I've always enjoyed these different brands, but I've never really looked into the history of a brand. So it's always interesting to me. So I hope you really enjoy it and learn a thing or two and have a little bit more appreciation for all of the iconic bags that we have all come to know and love. So just jumping right into it. So before I show you my first bag, I do want to talk a little bit about the history of Celine in a very abbreviated way. So it actually started in 1945 by Celine Vipiana. If again, I'm saying forgive me for my mispronunciations, but she actually started as a children's shoe store, which is kind of interesting to me, right? Like Ferragamo, shoemaker, yada yada, right? A lot of these brands seems like they started as shoes. And in 1960, she started the ready-to-wear section. The shoes for adults came in 1963. Then came the bags and the belts and leather goods in 1966. Originally, it was like a little elephant logo, which is the Celine's logo, a little red elephant. They officially changed it over to the Arc de Triomphe in 1973. By the time it was 1996, they became part of Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, so LVMH group. Over the years, after they became part of LVMH, they went through a couple directors, most notably Michael Kors, and then he left, etc. Then Phoebe Philo came in 2008 and literally, like, it was all the rage, right? She did a phenomenal job. She since then has left and somebody else took over, and this is what we're seeing today with the modern Celine. The first one here is one of my favorites that I haven't been using as often, which is kind of interesting to me. I'm not sure why, but it is literally one of my favorites. And it's going to be the Celine luggage tote in the nano size. This one I want to say it's one of my first Celine pieces. This one I purchased when my friend was still working at Barney's and I was able to get this at 50% off, so which was really a great deal. Wasn't really originally looking for this particular color, but there was limited stock at the time when I was trying to purchase this bag, and I think it was like a black one, which, I'm interested in getting a black one, and I know I really wanted the gold hardware, so it was this one and a red one, and I think like an electric blue. So I ended up picking the gray color because I saw it was really gorgeous, and this is such a versatile bag. I know there's a lot of different sizes, and I ended up picking up this one in particular because I do like my top handle as well as my crossbody strap, and the leather is just gorgeous. It's like a grain leather, right? And I love how the hardware is like a tarnished gold, so it's got that antique-y feel to it, so it's not like a bright gold color. And over the years, this has worn relatively well. There's no scuff on the corners. I do take very good care of this bag, and I wish I wear this more, but after this video, I'm definitely going to wear this a lot more. The inside is very incredibly spacious. Ooh, I still have the paperwork from it. So when I bought this, this was $2,700, so I got 50% off of that, which is amazing. So to be accurate, this is the nano luggage in the baby drum calfskin coal. And if you guys missed looking at this, look, it's the Barney's original tag. So I usually just keep all of my stuff in here. As you can see, I don't really use this inside pocket because I feel like it's just not super accessible. And I don't want to stretch this out. And there's just enough room for me to put everything in here that I don't feel like I need to use this side pocket right here. If I were traveling, maybe if I, going overseas or whatnot, and I want to put my passport somewhere safe, I think the passport would fit in there very nice and snugly. So overall, no complaints with this particular bag. The only thing I would say I wish, it's not a big deal because I am a bit taller. I'm 5'8", so this is not a big deal. But for people who are, average height or a little bit shorter, it would be nice if this particular strap is adjustable, right? But overall, this is a very lightweight bag and I love this to bits. And it's just a classic. So that is my first Celine bag that I wanted to go over. This is my second Celine bag that I want to go over, and this is going to be the Celine case flap in the Python. And look how gorgeous that is. I did do a full review on this, so if you want to check out the unboxing and a little bit more details, definitely check out that video, which I'll link up above as well as in the show notes below. But I've used this bag a couple times, and I'm so sad to say that I actually broke the bag. So I did fill it up with my usual, dress up your purse as well as my Dior cosmetic bag, and it stretched out the bag pretty nicely. But the hook here was, so there's supposed to be a little hook here and that it twists and turns so that it keeps this part locked and then you can close on top of it. It was because I put stuff in there, it kept getting caught and wouldn't close. So it's kind of like this, right? It wouldn't open or close. So I think I hulked it and I basically turned into Hulk apparently and broke the little twist turn right here. And I was doing it in front of my other friend and we both just like went, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Honestly, I'm not super upset about it because now it's incredibly easy to access the bag without having the little twist turn here. So I still have the piece. I left it in here. So I still have the piece and it's still in here. I'm going to keep it for now. And this is where it was supposed to go. Right there. And you twist it and then it closes it, right? And keeps it secure. Like I said, I'm not super upset about it, but if I ever want to get it fixed, I probably can somehow. I don't know, maybe. So in the meantime, I'm just going to keep it in this little compartment here. But like I said, I really do enjoy this bag and I really love the functionality of it. Phoebe Philo definitely has thought of everything and turning it into a long strap or if you want to turn it into a shoulder strap. So that is the second bag I have. The Celine bag that I have in my collection is going to be the Cabas Tote. This is in a small and this color is the Amazon color. So I have barely used this bag at all because of the functionality of the size. So the straps, I feel like I didn't think this through. It's long enough for me to put over my shoulder. And originally I got this for work, right? My company has given me a 15-inch laptop and it does not fit horizontally. It has to fit vertically and it pokes out just a little bit that when I try to put the straps over my shoulder, it does not fit. So also because the straps are just short enough that if I were to put on any clothing, a sweater or a winter coat, that this thing is not going to go over my shoulder. But again, that's a personal problem. I got some monkey arms here. So that may not be a problem for you. Other than that, it is a gorgeous bag and you do need a bag shaper because this loses structure incredibly quickly. I've seen on the secondary market where people are trying to let go of theirs and it's just like a blob. It does not stand up. It does not do anything. So mine is still pretty structured because I do have a bag shaper in there and I've literally used this like maybe once, maybe twice. So it's in excellent condition. The inside of it, which I got this bag shaper from, I think Amazon. But if you take this out, it's just a very classic basic tote with a little pocket in here. Again, I still have my tags here. Oh, look, another Barney's purchase. So I got this one, I'll say, for like $900, maybe after taxes. It was like $1,000. I still have my receipts and all of the paperwork that comes with it. This is the one Celine bag that I think I might let go of. But I'm going to think on that real hard because I do love all my Celine bags. So this pocket here, the interior is full suede, and this pocket thing here, it does not detach. So it's sewn right onto the actual straps itself. I will say if I decide to load this up, because it gives me the capacity to do so, it does get incredibly heavy. Unlike the faux lepage or maybe like the on the go from Louis Vuitton, I don't know why that is. Maybe again, it's the aerodynamics or the design and the structure of the bag. No matter how much I load up my Louis Vuitton, it does not feel heavy. Whereas this one, it does feel heavy for some reason. So something to think about if you are looking at purchasing this particular bag. And if you are enjoying my content as well as my videos, do consider subscribing as I'm building my channel. I want to make sure I cover relevant topics for you, so do comment down below. Let me know what you want to hear about, or if you would like me to do a full review on each of these bags, let me know. I'm happy to do so. The fourth bag is one of my favorites, and many of you have probably subscribed to my channel because you saw my top 5 everyday bags, and this one was featured in it. I literally have used this bag for vacations, going out with girlfriends, happy hour, you name it. It is such a functional bag that I literally will never let this one go. I know there's some reviews out there where, you know, some people find it not very convenient because of this flap. To me, it's not a problem because I kind of just keep it open or just keep it on top. But I love this one because of the structure. This particular leather is, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say it's indestructible, but it is definitely much more durable than this grain leather bag, because this one actually feels a little bit more like Saffiano as opposed to the grain leather here. And I love the functionality of it because it does zip up. So if you're traveling, it does keep the bag incredibly secure, and it does come with a strap. Again, this particular strap is not adjustable, so I wish that was part of it. But for me, again, my bigger frame and my height, it's actually perfect, right? So I can wear it shoulder bag, or if I would like to wear it crossbody. And per usual, I have all of my Barney's receipts. How much did I buy this bag for? So originally this bag back in, this receipt is fading. I got this bag in 2019 and it was listed at $2,300 and I got it for half price. So out the door after taxes, it was actually $1,252. So it was a really good deal for considering I got this bag for brand new. Inside is just an empty compartment where you can literally fit anything and everything in there. You can fit a water bottle, and then it comes with this, again, interior pocket, which is like a flap, and it is stitched on, so you cannot take this off. The inside is also suede. It's not a microfiber, which is actually kind of shocking because you would think that this bag is incredibly heavy, but it's not. Again, I think it has to do with the design of the bag. But normally, I know a lot of bags nowadays, the interior is going to be micro suede, which is actually just fabric, whereas this one is actual real suede. So something to note. Let me cut over to show you the two other bags. I've always wanted one of these, and these are just massive, right? So obviously it's going to be incredibly heavy. You can put your laptop, so it's a great work bag. Pretty much put anything in here. It's just an empty compartment in the middle with like one pocket here. And this one came with its care card. And this is going to be in the navy color where it's the mock croc. Overall, it's in great condition, so I was pretty happy with this particular purchase. I haven't used it yet, and I haven't figured out how to use this, honestly. It's such a big bag. Yes, I know big bags are back in style, so I may, wear it to dinner or perhaps going shopping. There is no strap only the top handles. So there is going to be very limited functions when it comes to this bag. I may think about selling this one, but I'm still contemplating on how I want to use it. I'm going to at least use it once before I think about selling this particular bag, but this is, again, something that was all the rage back in the mid 2000s. The quality of this bag is incredible. You can either wear it cinched in like this, or if you want the more, traditional look where you see on TV and all the celebrities, you're gonna have to kind of push the sides out and have a more flappy look. So this is the last Celine bag I have in my Celine collection, and of course it is going from the Phoebe Philo era. And this is actually a replacement for one of the Celine bags I did let go. This is the Trottoir, if I'm saying that correctly, in the medium size. I originally got the black one in the small size, which I love, but it was just so not functional, so to speak, where it is tiny, but it's also very slim, so there's only a limited amount of stuff that you can put in there. And the strap was incredibly short, so I even had a hard time using it as a shoulder bag, which obviously the strap here, you can see it's not detachable, so it's not like, hey, I can, make it short enough so that it is just like crook of your arm bag. But this one I found on Poshmark as well, so I decided to let the small one go, which I prefer the gold hardware, but I was willing to give up the gold hardware for the silver over to of course, in replacement with functionality, right? So that one I let go, and I think I traded in with Rebag for a different bag. So this one is going to be much bigger. In the insides of it, you can see it's an open compartment. It's very malleable, so you can stretch this a little bit. And there are two little pockets here, which I don't have anything in here. And then on the back, it's a little scuffed up, which, it's expected when it comes to lighter color bags. I didn't do this, the previous person did. And obviously it's probably from like jeans, darker jeans, color transfer and whatnot. I tried cleaning it off. It didn't really work, but again, it's not a big deal because this is going to be pressed up against my body anyways when I'm using it. What I really love is the back pocket compartment where it's zipper and you can easily put a phone in here. And I really love how this one is very easy to get in and out of. And the buckle, it just slips in there. So it's a really functional bag. So that's the last two bags I have here in Chicago that I had to film in a separate segment. And popping right back over. So now you've seen my entire Celine collection. I'm sorry I couldn't get it all in one view. I wish I could do that. But there are two bags that I did let go, which is the Trottoir small. That's the one I first started out with before purchasing the medium one that you just saw. It ended up being too small. I love the color. I was okay with having a smaller black bag with the gold hardware. It was gorgeous. But I literally could not fit anything in it, right? Not even a wallet, not even, it's like, I feel like I could fit more in my Chanel wallet on chain for some reason. So I decided to let that go. The other one that I did let go was the Trio Crossbody. That was a gorgeous bag. Honestly, it's something I wish I could keep, but because of how soft the leather was, I didn't like the way it looked when I put stuff in it because then it started poking out, right? And you can see the different shapes of the items that were in your purse. So I tried using it a couple times and I only used the middle zip as well as the back zip because I didn't want to ruin the leather on the front. Maybe it's because I had got a lighter color, I don't know, but I know it's a very popular bag. Lots of people have used it, but it just didn't work out for me because of that particular aspect of it. I just couldn't get over the fact that if I had a wallet in there, you would see the corners of the wallet poking out of the bag, and it just didn't look very aesthetic or very elegant to me. So now you've seen my entire Celine collection. So as you can see, my entire collection has been from the Phoebe Philo days. I have not bought any of the modern Celines, and there's a particular reason. I've got my eye on a couple of them. I do like the way they look. They still kept it very modern, very sleek, very simple and minimalistic, but I just can't bring myself to buy any of the new pieces. I do have my eyes on the classic Triumph bag, but then it's like, it's just the logo, right? I've bought a couple of pieces that already looks like that. For example, the APC Grace bag, right? Do I really need another bag that looks like the classic bag from the Celine or from the Phoebe Philo days, right? It's just a one different logo. So then I started looking at the canvas one and the Ava bag. I really like that, right? But again, I stop myself from purchasing that because it's a hobo bag and I love the way it looks, but that zipper thing and then having it on my shoulder and then having to carry it on a crook of your arm, it's just like I just can't bring myself to spend the money and then hate it and then letting go of it, right? So I just haven't gone into the new Celine aspect of that because of that. I really love the Phoebe Philo functionality. It's very unique. I mean, the belt bag, how unique is this, right? And then, of course, the luggage tote is just an incredibly unique. Whereas the new modern ones, again, this is completely my opinion, right? I don't feel like there's enough draw for me to actually spend the money on modern Celine. The one bag I wish I purchased from the Phoebe Philo collection that I still can, but I still haven't made the plunge because I gotta let this one go before I spend more money purchasing another Celine bag. But when I do let this one go, if and when I do let this go, I may look at getting the small big bag. I really love the way that looks. I love how it's very functional. It looks classic. Like if you were to have the small big bag 10, 20 years from now, people are still going to think that it is a modern day bag because of its classic designs. So a question I kind of want to leave you with is that when Phoebe Philo comes out with her new collection in September, I think that's the set date for her to launch her new brand. Do you think that the Phoebe Philo pieces from her Celine days are going up in value? Because these you can actually all get at a discount nowadays from like Rebag or Fashion File or just any secondary market. They haven't hold its values that much, but nor has it plummeted, right? People are still wanting to purchase these bags. So I'm just, speculating. Perhaps that these will have a spike in prices when Phoebe comes out because we're all buzzing about Phoebe Philo again. So let me know what you think. Do you think that these pieces are going to spike in value or not? So again, I hope this was helpful. Like and subscribe if you're loving this kind of content. I want to cover topics that will help you adult easier. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can live your best life and hopefully less than retail. I'll see you next time.